Live audio. There we go. Live audio. Trying something different today. Oh, I can hear myself through you. Go.
I'm muted.
Oh, I can hear myself through you. Okay, no, I wasn't muted. How was that not muted earlier? Weird. Okay, whatever. Fixed.
Whoops.
Yep. Stuff happens. But tonight, trying something different. Taking a Zelda break and going with something I actually wanted to do. First, wanted to start streaming, and that was a Nuzlocke run. I've played almost every Pokemon generation. Actually, every generation, but not every game. One of the few I never have actually played was the Red and Blue remakes, which was released as Leafgreen and Fire Red. So, I'm going to give that a shot. And I've got my good friend Trex with me here tonight. He's going to be a little bit behind, but he's going to be hopefully help filling in with some commentary.
Hello. And unlike you, I have played this game, but it's been so long that I'm totally not going to remember anything about the first generation of Pokemon.
Well, it's not just the first generation, because this is actually Gen 3 content, if I remember right.
Yes, it's part of the Gen 3 grouping, but it's the first game in the series. It's just a remake of it. And growing up, that was just drilled into us.
Yep. Although I know there is a fan theory that the remakes are actually a separate timeline. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've never actually read the explanation stuff on it. All right, tutorial. This is a D-pad.
More accurately, the universe where Mega Evolution can occur is different from the other ones.
This is a D-pad. It moves things. If you need help playing the game, press L and R. They made a permanent help menu.
Yep, because people don't understand RPGs.
Well, I mean, even the original games, it has the background on the back of the box. It had basic reading needed to understand and enjoy this title.
Mm-hmm.
World in which you are about to enter. You will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it in towns, roads, caves. Gather information and hints from every source, and for God's sake, check the trash cans!
Mm-hmm.
New paths will open by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, solving mysteries, and beating the shit out of things!
Yay!
Times you will be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Brave. Because the game won't let you run. Through your adventure, we hope you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. This is our biggest objective. That is not what I would ever list as the most common objective for Pokemon.
The most common objective of Pokemon would probably to be catch a few of them, which is what we're doing.
Very few of them. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor.
Yes.
This world has a Nidoran in it. It's like a giant mouse, but spikier. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I took too many pills and can't remember my grandkid.
I was waiting for you to make up "this Pokemon is my wife" joke.
Is that why you won't let her go? Alright, I guess I'll play this one straight. Good old-fashioned red.
Gotta come up with crazy names for stuff.
Name Zanol. Since I only get 7 spaces, can't do the full name. Enter. Enter. I'm pushing enter. I'm pushing. What is it doing?
Do you not have OK mapped?
I know I do.
I don't believe you.
Wait, is he like holding a towel over his arm there? He's a busboy?
So. That would explain the attitude?
Or is that like the most 90s fanny pack ever? I'm not sure. What are these name options? I get the first two, but what?
I think they just translate from the Japanese options for the last two. If Geki wasn't a somewhat giveaway there. What will your rival be? Aside from the obnoxious in this game.
Well, obviously. Since we keep telling you need to get out more and see the world.
Smell you later?
The rival will be Trex.
Well, then I should not help you with anything, apparently. Good luck.
But cooperation! That's the whole point of the game and personal growth.
Yeah, but this guy's supposed to be a dick. He's always a dick.
Are you arguing you're not?
Okay, fine, but...
You have your moments, but...
Rude.
Wait a minute. I have an NES in the remake? Why do I have an NES? I could have sworn that was either a Super Nintendo or N64 in the original.
I want to say it was a Super Nintendo.
Nope. Go into the NES. Alright, let's see if this is still here.
The potion?
Oops, that's not deposit. Or that is deposit. Yep, the potion's still there. There.
Well, you're gonna need it.
Yep.
Now, since you're doing a Nuzlocke, what are the rules that you are abiding by? Because there's so many variations on it.
There's a lot of variations. I know for sure I'm sticking to the one Pokemon per router area.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't mind. I kind of like the idea of item bag can be registered to select for each. Okay, yeah. Now it's letting this pull up the options. All right, whatever. But I actually do really like the idea of. Oops. How do I menu? Of setting battle style to set. Get text over to fast. Ooh, oh that's right, the old frame. Oh my god, oh I can change it to Game Boy. The frame options, I can actually change it to Game Boy. Alright, what else we got? Red, blue, green. What the heck? I don't know. Screw it, I'll stick to Game Boy. That was just too amusing. Cancel. Exit. Now I'm stuck in the world between GBA and Game Boy Pocket. Everything is gray but colorful when I leave the menu.
It's a style choice.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, I like the idea of the set. I know that a lot of people have done the no healing in battle, and
that's insane.
I consider that really bad idea because I think it was Generation 2 or 3 where they started letting the AI heal once or twice a fight. And so...
I'm pretty sure this is in the first game.
Was it in the first one? I guess it was just... I guess by the time I normally did the Elite Four, I was one-shotting them anyway most of the time. At least after my initial encounters. But,
pretty sure Misty at least has a super potion.
But I've always liked the idea of doing limited heals, like doing one heal during a fight. But I guess it would be easier to say if the opponent can heal, I can heal the same number. Because that just keeps that even.
I didn't even go that far. I just started spamming potions. Another YouTube group that I follow was doing that. They just said that they had like a super soaker filled with potion. Just spraying it on the back of their Pokemon while they were fighting.
It almost looks like this hat. The tree's now wearing a hat. Hey, can I talk to Mom? All boys leave home someday. It said so on TV, and TV is how I learn everything. Sir Oak wishes
all boys leave home someday, and then I get a bed to sleep in. Yay!
That's true. It's like, what is this 2-story house where it only has one room upstairs? Alright, fine, Professor. And holy crap, 10 viewers. That is far more than I normally have.
It's all me, dude. It's all me, I'm sorry.
Oh, you opened up all the tabs again, didn't you?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay. So can't actually... That's the thing, is it's been so long since I've played even the originals at this point. It's like, I remember a lot of the basics.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm waiting... Oh, there we go. Don't touch the grass! It's poison ivy! Or maybe even poison oak!
So how are you determining your starter?
Well, I'm of two minds about this. Part of it is because it is Leafgreen and it is a remake of the originals. I'm very tempted to go with my original Generation 1 choice, which would be Bulbasaur. But I know a lot of people like to randomize that as well.
Mm-hmm. Some people do it by a roll of the dice. Some people look at the trainer ID and use the last digit to determine. So 1 through 3 would be the first Pokemon. 4 through 6 would be the next. And then I think that, like, if it was a 0, they just... I forget exactly what they did for that case. Maybe just it was a... We're just going to roll a die instead. Or they got the pick.
Okay, so... Actually, it doesn't sound too bad. And I know how to handle the first one no matter what, so... Let's find my save file here. Trainer ID is 21411! I get what I want anyway!
There's Bulbasaur for you.
Oh god! Escape is apparently close.
Oh.
I instinctively hit it as back.
Did you not just map it to a controller?
That's what I was trying to do, but it wouldn't let me. Or at least it wouldn't let me do it the way I was trying to do it. Oh crap, I'm willing to bet I lost the save state and everything.
No Bulbasaur for you. Well guys, I'm just gonna say thank you for joining today on our Nuzlocke run. It ended in defeat, I'm sorry. The UI killed us.
Truly the most formidable of opponents.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Because, yeah, it should generate a whole new number now. Because I did not have a save state or anything set up. I should probably be about that. Well...
No more skipping.
Mm-hmm. Alright, speed through this! A B A B A B A B A B A B A B A B A B. Alright. Now we've got something.
Huzzah.
At least please tell me it's actually showing up correctly on your end. Looks like it should be.
And I just checked and the audio's coming through as well.
Nice. Good leveling? Good sound leveling, Hope?
Yeah, it seemed like it.
Doot, 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 doot. And click.
Yet again, I am the rival. Wahaha, smell you later.
There was one of the like Future World Simpsons episodes where like Nelson's "Smell you later" actually replaced like "Hello" and "Goodbye." It's one of those just like random things I remember from one of the episodes, but
Can't say that I've seen that one, but there's a lot of Simpsons I've missed out on over the years.
oh, they did do the 600 episode celebration the other like late last year, so
Oh, is that all?
yeah. And they got renewed for more seasons. I think they're going to
Pretty
be.
much had to have the entire cast die before they finish that show off.
Well, I know the voice actor that did the teacher, Miss Krabappel, actually died, and they actually refused to recast the role. They actually wrote the character out of the show because they did not want to just replace her after, the 20 years plus she'd been doing it. And it's like it sounds a bit severe, but at the same time, I can respect it.
Mm-hmm.
And aha! The Pokemon are inside balls. That's not different at all, is it, Frank?
Frank?
Not Frank. God, what's the assistant name? All right. Anyway, ID. Let's see if I get to keep my luck. ID is 59121. Yay!
Ah. Now, one of the main rules for Nuzlocke is you've got to name every Pokemon you capture.
Mm-hmm.
So you need a nickname for this Bulbasaur.
I'll have to go back and change the battle style after this. Received Bulbasaur.
I'm declaring this a failed run because clearly you're going to be swapping Pokemon during this very first fight. So you need to restart and possibly get like Charmander instead.
Alt F4 again.
That wasn't even an Alt F4, that was an escape.
I started to just type out Bulbasaur.
I noticed that. I was going to call you out in a second.
Okay.
Ooh boy.
Talking
It's
type at the
technically a
same time.
nickname, I typed it out.
Uh-huh.
No.
Well, it's like Pokemon Go. Ren grabbed my phone one day, and she nicknamed the Bulbasaur I had in there into Bulbasaurus. It took me like 2 days to realize it. Because I didn't realize she'd messed with the phone, and then all of a sudden, just like one day I'm flipping through the list of what I caught, and I go, wait a minute, this isn't right. Alright. Alright, I got this. He will be Sprout.
Okay.
You'll be a dick and take the red one. Which, let's be honest, you wanted the Charmander anyway.
That's true.
So technically, you got what you wanted out of this. And
Details.
let's check out our Pokemon. I want to know what IVs I have.
That does sound like me. IV,
So
EV
many
training.
But if you IV your EV to find out its EVs, what's its IVs going to be?
A headache.
You've never had a Pokemon battle before, have you? Never in my life! Oh, wow, this is... Wow.
You didn't. Oh yeah, because you never played the game. You don't know how heavy-handed it is with the tutorials.
I hope it. Can I either turn that off, or does it just slowly?
Nope.
Oh, does it get less annoying later?
Yeah, they front load a lot of it.
Okay. Well, let's go with the Gen 1 tried and true, ignoring the stat changes and just bum rushing them.
Hey, you did damage. Let me tell you about damage.
This has worked for me pretty much every time in the originals. The answer is ignore the stat changes and just bum rush it.
A good critter tune, you can lose the run right here.
Hmm? Oh yeah, no, I could see it happening. It's just so rare.
Yeah, Sprout's already in the red.
No, he's in the yellow now. He leveled up.
Nice.
Unbelievable! I had the elemental advantage and didn't actually use it!
Because he doesn't have Ember yet.
If you win, you earn prize money, and your Pokemon will grow in experience.
I think I just whited out, guys.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Mm-hmm.
I actually noticed it was either... I'm trying to remember if it was originally blacked out in the originals and then the later generations changed it to white out, or if it was white out and the later ones changed it to blacked out.
I honestly can't remember. I just remember it being whited out at some point, and I thought it was funny.
Well, and then there's the actual piece where I think starting with X and Y, it just goes like you take your Pokemon in your arms and ran to the nearest Pokemon
Scurry
Center.
back. Yep.
Alrighty. I'm free! Greetings, this is the help system. What should I do in this situation? What should I be doing? Oh my god. I want to end the game. Wow.
Well, that's what happens when you are bad.
It's like, I can understand wanting to help and teach, but that just seems excessive. Yeah. Just so excessive. Yep, take a quick rest for heals!
Yep. Healthcare in the Pokemon world's rather amazing.
Full of shots and needles and drugs.
Well, that's not what I was getting at.
Lemonade.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I wonder what the hell they put in the lemonade.
Aw, she won't give you the town map? I thought she just gave it to you when you talked to her. Guess that's later.
Yeah, it's when you can start catching.
Actually, technically he's even told me to go out yet. Just raise your Pokemon by making it battle.
Wasn't he supposed to send you on an errand?
That was the thing, is I thought it was supposed to be just like, okay, now we're off in doing an errand, but apparently not. So, does it count if the first Pokemon I see shows up and I don't have any balls yet?
Generally, it's considered not a true Nuzlocke until you have Pokeball access.
Ah.
So usually there's a beginner's clause where you will still end the run if your Pokemon faints and consider it a failed run, but the first catch rule doesn't apply until you can actually catch to begin with.
So get a couple early kills and get some XP. That's what I'm hearing.
Or end up one-shotting your only chance at a Pokemon, like just there.
You just told me it didn't start until I got balls. I don't have balls yet.
I know, but I was just talking about crits and I immediately see one.
Oh.
That's another thing about this particular
Yeah,
game
true.
engine.
If I do over level, I'll get screwed pretty quick.
Yep. You can crit them, and then you're out of a Pokemon, and yeah.
Fair enough for the moment. You gonna fight me? You're starting to say something about the engine, though?
Yeah, one thing of interest, at least in my opinion, this is an empirical fact that I'm aware of, this generation is very heavy on the crits.
Really? It wasn't just Jared getting screwed over?
Well, he was kind of playing cocky, so it was definitely on him for a large degree of that, given the no healing rule and stuff he put on himself. But yeah, I mean, this is a very crit-heavy generation.
I don't know, 'cause I just know it's based, if I remember right, like I said, it was Gen 3, so that would be Ruby and Sapphire. And even though I was excited for the remakes when they were announced, for whatever reason, I just never got to where it's like, well, I want this.
Yeah, I also picked up Leafgreen, and I didn't pick it up until like a year had passed of it already being out. I picked it up, I think, just around the same time that Emerald came out, and I wanted to say that was... Well, maybe that's not true. I don't remember when Emerald came out.
Pretty sure Emerald came out before then. Okay. Guardian City.
Have you visited the shop?
That's right, shops and centers are different now. Hey, back in my new games, that's not true anymore.
If he doesn't actively send you, you gotta go to the shop, and then he'll be like, "Hey, I've got a package. Could you give it?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, right there. Hey, you came from Pallet Town.
Yep, I'll take a world-renowned scientist's mysterious package without anyone bothering to investigate who I am. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Pretty good job of redoing the original music. At least so far.
Yeah, I wasn't displeased with the overall soundtrack, aside from horn heaviness that kind of melted over from Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh, that's probably more to do with the sound chip.
Mm-hmm. It is.
You know, what it can do versus what the Game Boy could do. Do-do-do-do. There we go. Pokemon is growing attached to you, and I've got something attached to you! It's a box! Your name is attached to it, therefore it's attached to you.
Oh my.
It's a custom Pokeball he had on order. See, I was always sure in the... maybe I'm misremembering, but in the original, I thought in the original games... Oh, I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that. In the original games, the special package was the Pokédex. Now the Pokédex is behind him. Yep. I decided to make Trax the rival.
Yeah, because I'm a jerk.
You didn't deny it when I pointed it out.
Yep, and speaking of, I have mod powers in here, so Chibi, if you say anything that I don't like...
If you piss him off, he's gonna smell you later.
Nope. Not gonna be enough of him left to smell.
Paint Pokeballs? Make a complete guide. I'm too old! So you youngins go out and fight all the crazy things in the world that shoot lasers! Ah, this is why she'll give me a time map. I mean, that's the thing is, I remember so much of this just because I played Red and Blue so much. But it's been so long that the order of events is probably a little skewed.
Where do we get Cerebi?
That's the next remake, sir. Alright. I think I actually have... If I was... Okay, nope, don't have balls yet.
Have you talked to the aide in Oak's lab? I'm pretty sure he gives you some.
Double check. I know I didn't talk to him, but... Nope.
Worst case scenario, you gotta walk back up.
I think I have to walk back up and talk to the old man who's now had his air quote coffee.
Quite possibly.
I actually never confirmed. I'd always had the thought in my head, but I'd never confirmed it. But I actually saw a piece. Yeah, I actually saw a piece a couple weeks ago. It was like, yeah, he's drunk off his ass in the Japanese version.
Yep.
And it's like, it makes sense. But
Japan's not so shy.
We gotta protect the chitlins.
They'll probably have one parrot that drinks or more, or will be exposed at some point to alcohol, so they should maybe learn responsibility early in life. Crazy talk, I know.
Back to Viridian, and now the guy should be sober. Yep. I go shopping in Pewter City. I have to take the winding trail through Viridian Fort. Oh, I've had my coffee, and that's what I need to get going. It's really not smelling salts. Whenever you catch a Pokemon, the Pokedex automatically updates. You don't know how to catch? Then I should show you!
It always bothered me that the Pokedex just has those entries inside of it. You can, like, go and capture a Weedle, for example, and then it'll say, oh, it's got poisonous stings, and it likes to do this with another Pokemon, and it's just like, you didn't see any of that, you just ran across it, and you can say, oh, it has this attack, and it's yellow. But
I think what it is like, it's the Pokedex is really trying to get, like, more... the registration, the genetic data, and
that's not how it's.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but then it's like just like picking little factoids that we already knew to tell you. Teachy TV.
Yes, I've forgotten about Teachy.
If there's something you don't understand, watch the Teachy TV. It'll teach you the basics of being a trainer. Now I think... Town map, Teachy... Okay, I do have some balls now. Must have given to me when I was not paying attention before.
Congrats.
Alright. Now, let's go ahead.
Are you going to keep track of this stuff yourself, or do I need to start a spreadsheet?
I was going to write it down later, but if you want to, O Keeper of the Great Sheets. See, I know this
I'm
is...
good if you have a method already considered.
Alright, now that's
I will yield the floor.
technically Route 2. I think down here is technically Route 1.
Chibi, as for the way that Nuzlocks work, the basic rules are any Pokemon that faints is considered dead and must be released or put into the Pokemon storage system permanently.
And Route 22.
Also, the player may only catch the first Pokemon encountered in each area and none else. If the first Pokemon encountered faints or flees, there is no take-backs, no second chance.
Mm-hmm.
If the first encounter in the area is a double battle, then the player will choose which of the two Pokemon they would like to catch. If it's a static encounter in the area, the player is allowed to capture them despite already capturing a Pokemon in that area. And shiny Pokemon also do not apply to this rule, so you can say catch a shiny.
Okay. Well, since I'm on Route 1 here, let's go for a Pidgey! Come on! Come on! It's a Rattata!
Yes, so his earlier encounters... I was getting to that, Blue. But yes, the early encounters before you've got Pokeballs don't count towards the first encounter rule. Now we're officially in Nuzlocke rules.
Yep. One more.
So as Blue was alluding to, the general consensus that players must also nickname all of the Pokemon for the sake of forming stronger emotional bonds. General consensus is that a black/whiteout is considered to be game over even if there are Pokemon left in the PC, but that's kind of a wibbly-wobbly rule. You can decide for yourself if you want to do that.
Click.
And there's a stipulation that players can only use Pokemon they have captured themselves, meaning traded Pokemon, mystery gifts, etc. are prohibited. It's kind of a gray area. Let's see. It's also considered that you can freely accept Pokemon from NPCs, so like when you can get the Eevee, you can count that as a freebie.
What about the in-game trading where like people want your Sandshrew for an Onix or stuff like that?
Generally, I don't think that that's a problem because you're really just using another in-game mechanic to your advantage. The interesting thing with trading Pokemon is that in-game, you will get back a Pokemon with the same IV-EV distribution, I believe. I'm not sure about the EVs. I'm not sure about the EVs, but you'll get back a Pokemon with the same IVs.
See, I knew it was, they got the boosted experience, even though they're traded from inside the game. Mm-hmm. Alright. I gotta name a rat. Anyone got... since I named the first one and you've been helping, you got a name for the rat?
It's a female Rattata. And since there are no freaking gerbils in Pokemon yet, I don't know, I could just go with one of my gerbil names, I guess. Mama says Squeakers. I'm cool with that.
Alright. And... Skew you. Oh, that's not how Mama spelled it. Mama spelled it Squeekers.
Yeah, are you gonna stick with that spelling, or...?
No, that's what she put in there.
Fair enough.
It's Skeekers.
Skeekers.
It's like, you know, like shoes, but mousier. It's gotta be the Skeekers. Well, it's far too late for that.
Yep, it's Skeekers. Our Route 1 Skeekers. Okay, one other thing you need to consider fairly soon is, are you having a duplicate clause?
Yes, if I get, because I do know that's often a problem. If I get something I have already caught as my first, then I get to try again for whatever the next thing is that I haven't already caught.
Mm-hmm. Now you can extend that further to be species. So, like, if you have a Zubat and you encounter a Golbat, then you can consider that a duplicate and not
Yeah,
Do it.
I think following evolutionary line makes sense on that.
Okay,
'Cause
so
that's one of
if
the
you have a
things I've read
Zubat, you're
about.
also going to discount Golbat.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Yeah,
that's
let's
good for your
get-
first run. I'd suggest dropping that rule for a second run, but, for the first time, I think that's entirely appropriate.
Alright, let's see if we can get Skeekers a little past level 2 here. Good news is that won't take a lot. He'll either die really fast or he'll win.
When I've been doing my Nuzlocke, most of my deaths have been just trying to level them.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Makes
the
sense.
easiest place to have them slip between your fingers.
Ooh, Skeekers might have good defense. Took a tackle and only took only 3 for it.
It's really hard to tell this early on.
Yeah.
Well, if you bring up the status screen, I could tell you some details. I'm not going to tell you like their EV/IVs or anything, but we can at least look. It's way too early to tell that stuff, and I'm not going to keep track of it for you.
But you don't
That
want
way lies madness.
you don't want more spreadsheets?
No. Oh, this generation doesn't have that.
The little pie graph.
Yeah, I was thinking, does it not have natures yet?
No. I think that's Gen 4.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so yeah,
It
never mind.
does have abilities.
Yeah, that's true.
'Cause
This
gen-
generation
'cause-
doesn't have that yet, so we can't tell what balance it has because it doesn't have it at all. But Runaway is a good thing to have right now.
Look at the little bounce. Boing! 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 There. Still in good shape. Let's go see if I can take another fight here. This might get trickier. Oh, no, level 3. That's still not too bad. Oh, okay, nope, that might hurt more than I want. One more. Ow!
Yeah, you can. Skeekers can take 2 hits from Pidgey. Looks like.
Yep, he's on his way
No
out.
more. I just got notifications your wife started watching. Hooray!
Yes, she did. Hi, sweetie. Skeekers gained 11. Sprout gained 11. Gotta go heal the rat. And yeah, it's like
Sorry,
so.
you wanted to look.
We don't have any gerbil themed Pokemon because it's all mice, rats. I don't even really think they have like guinea pig or. I don't think there's really like guinea pigs or any other. I remember Watchog, but
This is creepy.
yeah, he's creepy, and 2, he's more like a prairie dog or a mongoose style. Hey, Skeekers, kill your family! Oh, he's shaking his booty at me!
Oh yeah. Whipping that tail.
He's squirking it.
Oh. Oh. That's unfortunate.
Alright, level 4. Plus 2 HP, plus 1 everything else, plus 2 speed. Thing is, I want to balance. I don't want to be over grinding, but I don't want to be under grinding. I don't want to be making that too much boring either. I think 4 is a pretty good spot to head into the forest. Got a 4
Not gonna
and I
go
got
and
a
catch anything on the adjacent route?
I'm debating it because it never hurts to have extra, but it can also be the spot to Victory Road. There can be a really good late game if you're getting in trouble. If you've had some bad luck. But off the other hand, I do know this is one of the first spots in the originals where version exclusives could show up. Like, I'm pretty sure Sandshrew can show up here.
Spearow and Mankey were the ones that I could remember getting over there, depending on... I think that was both in the same version. Nidorans are in both versions, but the gender changes rarity. You can still catch them both.
I don't remember what level those show up at, though, and I don't want to get in there and have a level 15 jump me.
No, you're fine. Just don't go along the brick road to the north, because that's where I'll show up and try to beat the crap out of you.
Right. Alright,
so you can still go into the grass in that area.
Let's take the risk. What do we get?
How do I remember one of my most played childhood games?
We've got Pig Monkey!
It's a Mankey!
Okay, this is actually going to have to take a second. Are we at the generation yet where... I know we've had the stat split, so there's special attack and special defense. But I don't think we've had it to where they... I think it's the attack type... The attack stat is still based off the type of the move and not does the move make physical contact. I think that started in a later generation.
Yeah, that doesn't split yet.
Okay.
It's just each type is hard set, so if it's a fighting move,
water,
it's physical.
Yeah, if it's... Okay.
Ren, I only remember the very early game because I tend to replay. When I was little, I used to replay the starts of games over and over again rather than actually progress them to the end.
Whereas for me, I replayed this a couple dozen times thanks to Dodu and Dodrio Tower in Stadium 1 and 2. I got to where I could blitz the entire game in one afternoon at triple speed. Alright. Ag. If you like it, then you should have thrown a ball at it.
Wow. Okay.
And it's a monkey. Anybody in the chat got a name? Got a name for a monkey?
I think it's Chibi's turn. What gender is it?
It is a male.
Male Mankey.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I won't. Okay, I'm gonna probably get flack for this one, but my mental pieces. I was gonna name it Mash.
Oh, jeez.
That's what I was.
Appropriate, but
see, that was the thing. You can't argue it.
Mama Bear has an objection apparently.
Objection to which one, though? Are you objecting to
I
Gandhi,
don't know.
or you're objecting to naming it Mash?
LOL, no. I'm not sure. But either way, JV said Gandhi.
Mm-hmm. Ghandii. Only I could put a nuke symbol after it. Alright. And we have a team of 3! I'm gonna do one of my
Vibrate.
good old tricks and keep my team organized by level so that whoever needs to be powering up is always coming out first.
That's another thing. When you eventually get the experience share, you got to consider if you're going to use it or not. Because a lot of Nuzlocke say that that's a no-no.
Most of the old generations, I turned it off anyway. I think Sun and Moon is the only one I left it on for, and even then, once I got to right before the league, I shut it off because I was using it to set up raising for specific things. Let's get that monkey some XP.
Yeah, monkey XP. I think he needs your hat.
I can't give him my hat.
Lame. First generation.
I mean, that Pikachu can wear the hat, and oh dear God, this isn't going to work. Run!
Well, fighting type. Oh, it's just owning you with tackle. Never mind.
Yeah, no, this is not a type thing. It's just flat out kicking my butt. That's why I was actually sad when the Mankey showed up, because every time I've ever tried to use one, it's gone badly.
Well, you're going to have to nurture this one and make some good use of it. I was actually going to bring up that Skeekers is a really good early game catch.
Super Fang and Hyper Fang.
Yeah, more specifically Super Fang, because that will help you a lot.
Because I'm trying to remember, because isn't Super Fang just flat? It now has half its HP.
Yes, Super Fang halves its current HP. So if it has 150 and it's as its max HP and it's at 100, you're going to drop it to 50 in a single attack. It really helps you with catching Pokemon because you can just narrow it into the red very safely. And it never increases in power due to the fact that it's not based on your Pokemon's attack strength, so it's amazing.
And then Hyper Fang just hits really hard. I don't remember what its base power is, but I know it hits like a truck when you first get it.
Oh yeah, Hyper Fang's probably in the hundreds.
I don't know. I could see it being an 80. I could see it being an 80 or a 90. I'm not sure I'd see it past that, because most of the ones past 100 have a cooldown or a really low hit percentage.
Let me look this up. Because surprisingly, it's something I don't know.
Oh! Well, you were half right about Gandhi. He won one fight.
Oh no. Crit?
Yep.
That wasn't even a crit.
You sure?
It didn't say that it was.
Because I did the head math, and it seemed like you should be able to take another one. Yeah. We've lost our...
You're right. Hyper Fang is 80.
We've lost our first member.
In the arms of Arceus. It's that chibi luck.
Deposit. You know what? Actually, what I will store. Go into the last box in the game. Cancel. Exit from.
I'm just gonna delete them. It's a living death.
Wallpaper. Not what I was expecting for stars as a background, thank you. Beach, seafloor, reverse set. No. Crag, volcano.
In the sky. Leave it in the sky.
Desert? What's Savannah? Eh. You liked Sky, huh?
Yep.
Leave it at
They did.
I could leave it at Snow. He's just in the in-between world of Limbo. There's nothing. Alright, Sky it is.
Man, look at that skybox. Nothing? Okay, I'll see myself up.
This box is now... Oh. Yeah! Box of Death is now Cloud9.
Because they're no longer being tortured by experiencing Pokemon battles.
And that way, we will have a list.
I hope you don't need a Cloud 10. Foreshadowing.
Counts backwards. Then they run out of clouds and they're just piling up on the ground.
Oh,
Squeakers, I think your fallen comrade has proven who needs more damn XP. Well, it's like, you remember the really old VG cats? I think it was one of the first ones where they're talking about the chocobo breeding in F7. They go, "What do you do with all the others?" It's like, I just leave him out back, and he's just got like the complete, like, brain dead one just hanging out there. Derp. That's what I picture. That's what I picture it to look like.
poor thing.
Alright, Squeakers is 5. I feel a little more comfy with that.
Gotta hold on to Squeakers, though. You treat her right.
He's in special. It's in special training. It'll be a heat squeaking missile.
Ah.
Alright, Route 2. With some more grass. What's in that grass? Nothing for 2 laps. There we go.
Tends to be more Pidgey and Rattata combos. Yep. I don't think that there's much of anything else in there. Not a lot of talent.
Yeah. Unfortunately, first thing shows up a Rattata.
Yeah, that's true. Caterpie can possibly show up in there, I think. But he's much more likely to show up very soon.
Yep. Which is why I'm putting that off. But Devil's Claws kicks in, so Rattata can get his butt kicked here.
Oh, I wouldn't say that that's a good option, but okay. Oh, that Rattata. I thought you were talking about yours, and I'm like, you don't want any of your Pokemon to get their butts kicked.
Wild one. Because I'd be perfectly happy with the Pidgey at the moment. I've had Pidgey serve me well over the years. Speaking of which,
that was one of my first third-tier evolutions. Was Pidgeot.
My original game run, it was I had a Pidgey I caught early on, and it lasted me all the way to the end of the game. There goes that ball! Click! The clicking in this generation looks like it's sparking.
You're not wrong.
Alright. Rain, do you want to take a turn to name one? You want to name the birdie?
bird.
Obviously, he's Dirt Broad.
I don't get that.
Yeah, it sounded better in my head.
Fair enough.
Quakers? No, is it Quakers or Quackers?
Quackers.
Quackers. But there is a duck in this generation. It's far-fetched.
And Psyduck and Golduck.
He just doesn't think I'll get those.
Well, I don't know what you need for Farfetch. I know he's a trade only.
Yeah, I know he's a trade. I'll say that though. Do.
I think I wanted a Spearow or something.
Perfect health. In the process, Mama Bear gets to slowly learn more about actual Pokemon, besides just beating our butts at the board game. So, want to do this. Pause. So that I can... Here?
Oh yeah, did you ever change over the battle mode?
I think I did. I'll double check in a minute.
And GB brings up a good point. You've got your team thing on the sidebar,
That's
but
actually
haven't been updating it.
That's actually what I'm doing right now.
All right, you're just bringing up text. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if you were gonna like get some images off Cerebi or something.
I thought about that, but I decided that would be pretty involved.
Yeah.
Set up live anyway.
Yeah, it is. It's nice to have the pictures there, but that's more of a post-production thing than live.
Alright. Select font. Go down to the one I got that I've been using for all my stuff here. I guess we can go with Sprout. I keep trying to type Bulbasaurus. Skeekers. Rattata. And Whackers. Bulls. Yeah, good idea. No. Levels would mean lots of constant updating.
Yeah, you really don't want to do that. Also consider if you're going to have everybody listed, or just your current party. I typically suggest just the current party and maybe keep a count below of who else you have on standby.
Let's make these. Whoa! Too big, too big. It's not the right color. Need 00 BC.
And it just started pouring outside. Awesome.
All stop.
Hmm.
There we go. Now they're the right current. Yes, you did. You've every time I've seen it tonight, I've tried to say it, or type it, or do other things. You've ruined it all. Oh, I'll turn that off too.
I was gonna make a bad joke, but now that I'm not single, I don't think I should.
A couple days ago, we were playing Pokemon Go, and I had to run into the gas station for a second. And while I was gone, Ren took the opportunity to rename my Bulbasaur to Bulbasaurus. And like 2 or 3 days later, I finally noticed it. I'm just like, what? And she admits that it was. I originally thought like the game glitched or something, like it tried to list it in German or something. Well, they've done that for several of the earlier generations. The newer ones, they tend not to. But and then Ren just starts giggling and going, "No, no, I changed it. I was bored while you were in the gas station." He's an Ivysaur now. He's a pretty good guy. Hey. Anyway, back into here. Save state, just in case. And game running again.
Well, save states aren't very useful in a Nuzlocke, gonna tell you.
Yes, but it's more. I haven't done any save yet. Alright. I guess we'll level up Bird Brain once, so everyone can be a nice even 5. For Bulbasaurus leading the pack. Bulbasaurus the Sprout.
As a reminder, this is still a generation where walking while poisoned will slowly degen health.
I don't think they can faint though. I think they get stuck at 1.
I don't have any interest in challenging that.
One more. Should get him to 5. Family combat! Da, 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 da.
Wow.
Ding, level 5. +2, +1, +1, +1, +1, +1. I could have learned Sand Attack. Alright, so now we can head into the forest. Double check the store, see if I can get some supplies. Don't think I have much, but I should have a little bit. I haven't restored all my Pokemon to full health. One of them's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Man, can't you just picture it? You know, someone's Pokemon's actually died and they're just sitting there at the Pokemon Center. Why can't you heal it? It just needs some HP.
It's so sad, and I think it's the Sun and Moon. There's a kid that has a dead Pokemon, or like a dead Pokemon in the family, and not like actively dead next to them or anything. And he's like, my Pokemon didn't wake up. Why didn't we just give it an awakening?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no!
Let's get a potion. Some antidote. I'm not going to worry about Paralyze Heal. And a couple more balls. Yeah, that should be good for now. Thank you, come again. Organdi making nuke in pieces. Let's look at those dancy flowers. Totally not keeping the beat there.
Well, they don't have ears.
Yes, I have caught one. Its name is Skickers. Now, if they didn't change the maze layout, I think I remember this. Oh, Scene Transit. That's neat. Excuse me, sir. Came out here with some friends to catch some bug Pokemon, but they're all itching to get into battles.
If I recall correctly,
I like the music here.
Yeah.
I like the little remix.
If I recall correctly, the intro forest that you go into in Black and White is an exact copy of Viridian Forest's layout.
I think I remember reading that, yeah. Alright. Hey, big kid. Throwing balls to catch Pokemon in there right now. Like you never have too many. Oh! And our Viridian Pokemon is... Metapod.
It'll do. Well, more accurately, it'll have to do.
Man, Metapods make me so hard.
The problem with this guy is that he won't have tackle because he's actually, I don't know if they changed that, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to have tackle. Oh.
We'll find out in a second.
That crit, though.
Quackers is just trying to be a good bird. What? Oh, don't you start this shit.
He's not going to be that hard to level up, he's just going to be a chore to level up.
There we go.
Basically just waste the first turn.
Pokemon is vulnerable to attack when its shell is soft, exposing its weak and tender body. Then what's the point of the shell? Nickname that Metapod. Who do we got? I don't think Blue's named one yet. Is she still in here?
Oh dear. You sure you want to open that can of worms?
Oh, nope, she's not on the viewer list anymore.
Nope, looks like she ran away. Okay.
Guess that falls
So
to
we
you
got
then.
Female Metapod.
No. I'm gonna keep it Twitch friendly. Mostly.
Yeah, we're not gonna go with that. Metapod can evolve into Butterfree, and it's a female, so we got a female Butterfree at the end of this line.
If it survives.
And Butterfree drops Sparkly Dust, so how about Sparkles? What?
Sparkles?
Yes.
Obviously, is the best one, and it's going to be Sparkles with a Z.
Sure.
Sparkles.
Apparently I picked well, even though I was like, that's kind of lame.
Alright, now. And a potion. Put potion in the items pocket. Do, 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 do. Alright. Oh, wait, no! Tracks, look. Hardy nature. Bashful nature. Docile nature.
Oh, yep, there we go. Nature's our thing. But are they indicate? They're not indicated. Okay.
Hmm?
Okay, so I'm thinking of the gen later where they changed the color of the stat that's the nature effects.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was looking for. Hardy's good.
Squeakers is bashful.
Bashful. Cool.
Sprout is hardy, and Sparkles is docile, which I believe just means neutral. If I remember correct.
Yeah, Docile doesn't have any bonuses. Hardy actually doesn't have any bonuses. It's neutral as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have expected more defense or HP.
Me too. What are the other ones we had?
Bashful for Squeakers.
It's neutral.
And Quackers is careful.
Careful. Where is careful? Okay. Okay, that one's not neutral. That one is not neutral for a change. That is an increase to special defense, but lower special attack. So that's not actually bad because it's
not
mostly physical.
I don't
If
know.
not
I think
exclusively.
I don't know. I think flying might be special. Attacks. I don't remember for sure. I know normal attacks will count as physical. I think flying might be special though. Okay. Anyway, what I was trying to figure out was Sparkles only knows harden. Confirmed.
Flying is physical.
Okay, cool. And Sparkles only knows hardened. Confirmed.
Yep, and you've gotta get her evolved so that the name actually works.
Well, first thing is Sparkles is getting healed. Because I don't care if it's going out first, it's not going out first with 2 HP.
Well, yeah. Well, it actually doesn't matter if you have the presence of mind to switch every round.
And since you did ask, I'll double check. I'm pretty sure I already did, though. Yes, battle set type is on set. And for those that don't know, what that means is during the fight, when an opponent faints, they will just send out their next Pokemon on the list. I don't get a free change essentially.
Yeah,
So
by default, if a trainer has to send out a new Pokemon because the previous one fainted, you will get prompted with, "They're sending this Pokemon out. Would you like to change too?" And Xeno rather is not doing that.
Because I do admit that makes it more interesting, and 90% of the time, unless it's an absolute screwy mismatch, it's not going to matter anyway. It can affect it once in a blue moon, but it's pretty slim. Do, 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 do. Sparkles, take the wheel! Let's see about getting a couple levels on Sparkles before we get further through the forest.
Oh, you gotta do 6 levels without an attack for Sparkles?
Looking it up?
No, I just know when she evolves. I didn't need to look that up. It's level 10.
I want to say it's 12. Yeah, I think it is either 12 or 16. I just don't remember which for evolution.
That's 10.
It is 10 to evolve to Butterfree?
Yeah.
Maybe 16's confusion then.
I will look it up, but I am like 99% sure.
Well, it's one of those that I think they changed it between some of the generations as well.
Could be. Because Caterpie evolves into Metapod at 7, and then you've got 3 levels of pain.
Not on my game!
Yeah! It's an early bloomer.
It's an early stiffy.
Well, it's your stream, so I can't berate you.
Nope. Rat on rat combat!
Rat.
Tail whip. Squeakers! Stop taking defense downs and smack it in the face! Oh, never mind. Take those defense downs. Just taking like 2 of them and barely did the thing. Squeakers is mouse tank. He just sits there and eats it because it's a mouse, so it eats things.
But he's neutral, or she's neutral
Mm-hmm.
nature, so it's probably just a high IV. For those that don't know, IV is just a hidden value behind the calculations for each of the Pokemon stats that ranges from 0 to 31, and the higher it is, the higher their base stat will be in that particular area. So if they've got a high IV in defense, then they'll just naturally be good at defense.
I never understood why it was 31 though, because most of the hex integers I know are always based on on even numbers, 32, 64, 256.
It is. It's a 32-bit value, but 0 is considered the starting value.
Ah. So it doesn't start at 1, is what you're saying.
Yes, most programming languages.
So a 256
0.
value can only really go to 255.
Yeah, which is why a lot of older games will only have 255 as the max for an inventory item. Which is actually why a lot of games primarily have items stack up to 250, because it's just a round number and just works out easier. But technically, it would max at 255 unless they're programmed around it.
I don't know what FF8's a good example of.
Stats maxing at 255. Yeah, with the whole junction system in Final Fantasy VIII, you could really play around with the stat system a ton.
Yeah, 8's one of the ones I have pretty much never touched.
It's very interesting, but I would consider it a transitional game. It was experimenting a lot.
Ouch! Oh, crit. Okay, I feel better.
GB displeases my assessment.
No, Squeakers, why you miss?
I liked it, it was just very different. That's all.
Man, there's a lot of people that don't like 8. Period.
I have 3 copies of 8.
Me?
Yep, I got it on PC as my original copy.
Oh god.
Then I got a PlayStation 1 and got a true copy of it, and then I have a Steam copy that I modded the hell out of. I mean, when you're playing Final Fantasy VIII and you enter into a boss battle, and because you've heavily modded it, the Black Mage's version of the song starts playing. Yes!
Man with the machine gun?
Well,
Or maybe-
that too, but
or maybe
not
I'm
for
lying.
boss battles. But yeah, that plays. Actually, I don't know if it's the Black Mage version for that one. Anyway, Pokemon. It's a game, and we're currently playing it, so maybe talk about that.
Look, if the Black Mages want to do Pokemon music, I am all for it. Technically, they don't exist anymore, though.
Wouldn't have a problem with that.
Technically, they don't exist anymore, though. They deformed most of the... Some of them came back, though, and worked with him on his new band, which I think is Earthbound Papas or something like that? Look it up. Black Mages technically are disbanded.
No, I believe you. I'm just the name.
But I think they've only done like one album, maybe 2 albums through that name. And it's almost the exact same stuff he was doing then. And there's a tiny pill bug crawling on my monitor. Get out of here, you twit! Actually, where's my
Catch it
can?
in the Pokeball.
Where's my canned air? Goodbye.
No, don't use Gust.
I used Whirlwind. He's gone.
Blue will be very disappointed in you.
Why will she be disappointed?
Because you didn't talk it off your monitor. I guess.
We'll see. Ouch, that hurt.
Alright, so...
Get in there, skiers, and do some fighting.
What's your current plan? Because you're kind of doing the grinding phase right now, which isn't, super interesting until actual failure occurs, which we don't actually want, or at least I don't actually want for you.
There'll be some. I'm sure.
Well, yeah, that's just a fact of the challenge that you're undertaking. But I guess what I'm getting at is, what are your level goals at the moment?
If I remember right, Brock is somewhere between 8 and 12.
I think he's older.
I don't know, it's Japan. You can never trust those ages.
Fair enough.
I look 8 and I'm 10,000 years old.
I believe you're correct. I remember raising
Or
Charmander.
maybe 8 to 10. But I just want to be. I'm just trying to get everyone to like 6 and then push into the forest. Do some explore, cut through it, and then get since I've got my Pokemon, just cut through it, fighting for XP, and then once I get to Pewter, I can kind of reassess where I'm sitting.
While you're doing that, I probably should update the team list for your 4 party.
Ah, true.
Gotta get Sparkles on the list, man!
Sparkles? Who's Sparkles?
The best one.
I'm having a complete and utter brain fart.
Metapod.
Thank you. And I do mean complete and utter. I'm sitting here going Butterfree, Caterpie, Cocoon. What?
Penis.
Penis! Look, it's a penis mon. There.
Were you trying to do Nappa?
A little bit. Only a little bit,
Excellent. I approve.
It's one of the like 3 things I know from Team 4-star stuff.
Well, most of the Nuzlocks I watch have been Team 4 stars.
I did heal before I walked back out of town, didn't I? Yes.
Yeah, you healed before I chastised you about the team list.
And that is why having a buddy on it's good. It means you get reminders. Meanwhile, if only Sparkles could tackle, this would be so much faster.
Yeah, it's a real shame that you didn't get Caterpie, because then what you can do is delay the evolution up until 9.
That is true.
Yeah.
I forget.
I never did that as a kid. But you can delay Caterpie's evolution until 9, and you have 1 level as Metapod, and then you just pop right into Butterfree.
Well, if you've leveled it, it would still have tackle, so at least it's still viable at that point, and it's already getting the bonuses to defense and other stuff for being a stage 2.
Yes, but the base stats of Metapod are actually worse. So, like, the attack on Metapod is lower than Caterpie. I will double check this again, but pretty sure I'm right on that front.
It would make sense. I mean, it's really only good attack use as an attack if someone else picks it up and swings it as a weapon.
Yeah, Caterpie's base attack stat is 30 and Metapod's base attack is 20. Defense skyrockets by 20.
Skickers!
Sparkles also would have kept a higher speed stat for those levels. Because Caterpie's speed is 45, but Metapod's is 30.
Alright, Skickers is 6.
Yeah, Skickers.
Sparkles should be far off. Oh, he's at like half. Ouch. Further back than I thought he was.
Problem with the team that you've got so far is that you've only got 1 ringer against Brock. It's a very good ringer.
But it's also one that doesn't yet and you have type advantage moves.
Oh, you'll get that soon enough. should be getting Leech Seed any level. And right after that, you should be getting Vine Whip.
Yeah, I was trying to think about it, and I was thinking Leech Seed was the first one I get, which...
Yes.
Handy, but not super useful?
Oh, no. It's super useful for just playing a long game. But in a Nuzlocke, you don't necessarily want to play the long game. You want sweepers.
Mm-hmm.
Although, if you have sweepers, you run the risk of them getting sweeped themselves. And I doubt you are going to EV train in a Nuzlocke. I know I'm not.
Did they work in a daycare in the remake? I don't know. Because originally this map didn't have a daycare. Or actually, no, it had a daycare, it just didn't have the egg hatching.
There is a daycare, but it's post-game stuff.
Because the daycare does exist in the originals, it just doesn't do eggs.
Yeah. There's in the post-game there's a location called the Sevi Islands, and there it has a lot of the features that are Gen 3 exclusive stuff that they didn't fit into the original Kanto map. And I'm pretty sure that that's where you do all of the egg generation, and that's also where you get the option to trade Pokemon from the other 3rd gen games.
Makes sense.
All those services. It's also where they put like their Battle Frontier.
Yeah.
This game's version of that.
I think they had Battle Tower. I don't know. It's changed. It does almost always the same thing, but it has a different name every time. ETV doesn't always solve it, though. Nor does Zerkers. Sometimes you just need a little bit of everything. Unless you're doing level 100 challenge modes.
And then you need the damage.
Ugh. I don't know. I just can't help but think that it is designed around you having the potions already. Just doing those couple
I'm pretty sure
fights.
you can do it without.
Oh, I know you can, but I think it's designed around the idea of you having it.
To be fair, most people that are gonna do that are probably capable of getting their hands on the potions. Because we are. For the record, this is Guild Wars 2 talk.
Okay, I'm still good for one more. Do. Alright, you've been dormant for a while. Stretch those legs, Sprout. We got work to do. Ah! No crits. No crits on starter.
Yeah, if you lose your starter, that's gonna be kind of an issue. Especially considering what the first 2 gyms are.
Level 6 Sparkles. Level 7 Sprout. Level 7 Sprout.
4 to go, Sparkles.
Each seed obtained. I read that as depression again. I'm like, why are you depressed?
I actually read that way too. But no, digression.
Heal to perfect health. The only problem I've ever had with Leech Seed is it's nice, but it always feels like it's doing so little per turn to just be pointless. Like, it's far less than even anything like Leftovers.
I think the good thing about it, at least in this generation, is that you can do it to any Pokemon, so you can whittle down the high defense ones, even if you can't break their stance. But in later gens, they make it so, like, the grass types are immune to it. So if you get a beefier grass type that you're fighting, then you don't really have much option in terms of Leech Seed. Or powders, because they're immune to the powders. But I abused Leech Seed in my very first ever Pokemon playthrough, because I too started with Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur, the one true starter, has returned!
And the fact that Leech Seed stays on, even if you switch out a Pokemon, I would have my Bulbasaur or whatever Leech Seed, and then switch out to a slightly bulkier Pokemon, and Leech Seed would sustain them. I guess it just kind of like has vines and kind of just hooks them up to the side of the Pokemon that are switching in.
Brought to you by Mountain Dew.
I never knew that trick, TV. Yeah. Leech Seed is a secondary condition in the game because a Pokemon can only have a stated condition, but there's also the secondary conditions like confusion, and Leech Seed counts under that bank.
Now,
so you can be asleep and confused or something.
But if you change them out, only the primary condition will stay. Everything else goes away.
Correct. So if you ever get Leech Seed, you can swap them out and they will clear it, same as Confusion. But stuff like Poison will not clear like that unless they have a particular ability that lets them do that. And that's reasonably rare because it's pretty strong.
Speaking of Poison.
No, Quackers!
No Poison.
Anyway.
No Poison yet, just Poison Sting.
Oh. Sting has like a 30% chance of poisoning.
Get back in there, Sparkles! Say hello to your little brother! Do.
Yes, we did not need a Gandhi on our hands. That was a very sad explosion of death.
Oh, I saw something earlier this week where, like, a guy in one of the regional finals, like, he started his fight, he just opened with explosion, just took out the other guy's, like, heaviest hitter instantly. Because,
oh no.
Because the only rule is you can't use it as your final move, because you can't force it into a double KO.
Oh, well.
And because of that, almost no one ever uses it. So when the guy just opened with it, he was just like, it was just... What? Like,
Did he bring a mic along with him so he could?
oh, it was on stream. The whole thing was on stream, and the guy just loses it. It's like, it's the kind of bullshit that I look at and just go.
Well, you're also the one that ran around with an official ruling on a strategy for Pokemon just so that you could show people that it was okay to do it.
It's true.
Usually, if you need an official ruling to do something, it's probably not something that you want to do.
That was some good XP, but that took a lot more damage than I was hoping. Let's go cover that back up. Let's go get some bandages. Do I get run shoes in this one, or am I stuck with normal speed until bike? Because run shoes showed up in Ruby Sapphire originally, so...
It's a good question. I don't recall. Restored your Pokemon to full health. Well, that's the thing. Since it's a remake, it could just be the bike. But nope.
They also... You do get running shoes. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and you will be forced to get them at a certain point that you have not reached yet.
Okay. Because that's the thing, is since a lot of the remakes, they love to put in some of the features that just hadn't been available previously. And it would make sense to, since it's the same engine, to just go ahead and put the code in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can hear it really well, but like the remake, the redo for the Viridian music has like some steel drum action going on at the background of it, and I like it. Fight me! Become fuel for the Metapod army!
Oh my.
I've been doing Pokemon Go. I've been trying very hard to get a really good Oddish so that I can have my own Nuptup. And I've already decided that when I get it, and it has really good stats, it's going to be... Ah, shit, poison! It's going to be Put Pun. So it'll be Nuptup backwards. Quackers might be in trouble here. Depends how much the poison's gonna do. Not a lot. So if I can get this Weedle down and change him out, I can heal it off him in a minute. Nuptup was the Oddish Gloom Vileplume line. Yeah. In Pro Jared's run. Which I think was Fire Red, actually.
Could be, yeah. Pretty sure you're right. But almost every Pokemon's really good to have, except for Sunkern.
I've actually been getting a whole bunch of Sunkern in Go, just because I really want a Sunstone. So because I just love the idea of leaving this really happy looking sunflower, just like bringing doom to everyone in the area.
Well, yeah, well, Chibi went through the entire evolutionary process throughout the series, so by the end of it, he was a Vileplume.
I mean, can't you just picture, someone at a gym going, man, this Sunflora, what the heck is all it was up with it? And all of a sudden it just goes, Sunflora used solar beam. Blah!
Fire in my laser.
I mean, he's like 80% face, so yeah, pretty much. And more poison. Uh-oh. Squeakers, you gonna be okay? Squeakers? Squeakers? Alright, good. Yep, Seed Bomb all over again. Seed Bomb and Solar Beam! Whoop.
Sparkles to 7. 3 away. And then you can be useful, Sparkles.
Squeakers, get out of there! Alright, let's go, Sprout. Ching ching! Yeah, Ren has a... Ooh. This is going to take a while. Bloop, 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 bloop. Sloop.
Yay, Leech Seed.
Oh, figured it made sense. If he's gonna be a hardened whore, I can at least wear him down a little bit more every turn.
Mm-hmm.
If he's literally only gonna harden, I almost want to change back to Sparkles and just kill him by Leech Seed. But it's one of those, I'm sure the moment I change him is the moment he'll do something aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the game's looking at him as an evolved Kakuna, he'll have Poison Sting. Then again, his defense won't go any higher, so maybe it's all he knows.
This is a trainer battle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, yeah, he probably doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, it won't take a while they're not in battle. I will be clearing the poison once I'm on the other side of the fight. Because it will take the moment I'm moving. And what Trax and I can't remember is whether or not it will feint them, or if it will just take them to 1 and leave them there. Because I know some of the games do it one way and some do the other.
It's not something that I would prefer to risk, personally.
With half my team poisoned right now, I would agree. Do, 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 do. It actually has a little animation for using them.
Yes. The Pokemon will also increase in size as if it were coming towards you. And that is used to indicate their friendliness towards you, and items affect their friendliness.
Ooh.
So that's why they have that screen there.
Alright. Let's head out of here and get hopefully one more good heal, and then I should be able to push, I think, towards the end. First. Might be 2 more fights. It's only one, should be 1 or 2 more. I think it depends if I get dodgy. recovery. Let's see about picking up a couple more antidotes.
Definitely an important thing.
I think if I carry, as long as I carry one for everyone on my team, I'm set to where at the end of a fight I can always cure poison.
Yeah, that should be fair.
At least until money becomes less of an option later on. Oh, did you, have you logged into Fire Emblem yet today?
I have not.
They added a shirt ton of quests. And
Yeah, I won't do any of them.
most of them are pretty easy, and quite a few of them give anywhere from 3 to 5 orbs, so you might want to rethink that. Because most of them are like, go kill 15 level 20 flyers and stuff like that. I've already gotten like 9 orbs and other items today. Yeah, there's some of the really annoying ones, like go do X on Lunatic with Y unit that must, and all 4 must survive, but I think there's only a few of those. I might be little, but I won't like it if you go easy on me.
GB might be currently burning through stamina.
Yeah, I used a couple stamina potions because I haven't finished the Grand Battle quests yet, and I really want to, so I might be in trouble on finishing that on time, unfortunately, because those are done in a few hours. But worst case scenario, I already have a 4-star version of both those heroes, and it was only a few orbs, and now they'll be level 40. Because I've got female Robin up to 40, and I've got Navari up to like 34, 35.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the single one. I was just like, that's the most likely to not get done. But I'm kind of running out of time, so I might not just end up well overall. I don't know yet. Because frankly, I'm enjoying having everyone here. Do some stuff. Doesn't Quick Attack actually do more damage than Tackle early on? Like,
No?
maybe the same? I don't know.
I can find out for you. I know it takes priority.
Yeah, I know it's got priority, but I think...
Yes, it has. It is just all around better than Tackle. It's got 5 more attack powers, putting it to 40. It's got 100% accuracy instead of 95. The only thing is that it has 5 less power points. But it also takes priority, so even if the opponent Pokemon is faster, as long as they're not using a priority move, Quick Attack goes first.
Go, go, Power Squeakers! Yeah, I was pretty sure it was either the same attack or slightly more. This is dragging out more than I would like. Okay, String Shot. I'm okay with this.
Dang, the String Shot as much as he wants, it's not going to matter when you're using Quick Attack.
Mm-hmm. Ta-da! Alright, I think I'm pretty far along the path here, so I'm going to pop a potion instead of walking all the way back. Rattata got closer.
Mm-hmm.
He likes me. He really likes me. Do. Yep, there's the... That should be the first big turn. Do. Over to the left. Up. Who's that Pokemon?
It's Metapod.
It's my sister.
How could you found that one? It's level 5.
It still would only know Harden.
Yeah, but it would be one more level.
Meh. You can see Chibi will actually be interested in watching this one because this is Pokemon he still knows. Because it's the first gen. Which is the last time he actively played one! We've tried to get him to get Sun and Moon a couple times. But he has not bitten. That's okay. I do stand by Rin's general assessment. Pretty much the same as mine, though, where it's pretty much it's arguably the best one since the first and second generation. Let's do it. Did you know Pokemon evolve? It's Scientology! Catcher Charlie sent out a Metapod. I choose Sparkles! Harden Battle, go!
I love that they lampooned that in the anime.
You mean that they actually spend half the episode just doing that for the little while?
Well, not half the episode, but they did one scene in like the very first Pokemon season where it was a Metapod on Metapod battle, and they just alternating hardens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, versus the samurai. That was like episode 3 or 4, I think, too. Super early in the series. I do like the theory that Venomoth was supposed to be Metapod's evolution.
It makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it shares the same eye style through all 3 evolutions if you did that. And Venomat and Butterfree would share eye styles if it was changed as well.
Mm-hmm. I hadn't really considered that, but...
Yeah, it lines up scarily well, that's why it's so interesting to me. Sparkles is level 8.
Yeah, we're almost there, sweetie. What?
It was Naomi watching?
I've never called Naomi sweetie. I don't know if I can get away with it.
No, just sweet tart.
I don't know if I can get away with that either, but I've done it.
So you've done that without it yet. Alright. Switch. Get back in there, Sparkles. Need some more XP to drain. Nom 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 nom. Oh no, it's tackling me! Dramatic switching action.
Sparkles, that's enough laying there. Come back.
Great job sunning yourself. Let's try someone else. We're in a forest. How much sun am I gonna get? Bloop. Squeakers, level 8. Metapod. Next level, harden off. Sounds Russian.
Hard off.
It does. It sounds like some weird Russian drink, doesn't it? Oh, you've had a bad day? Come, have a hard enough.
Okay.
Or maybe it's the Russian equivalent to Hasselhoff.
Isn't the French that love Hasselhoff?
I don't remember.
Pretty sure it is.
I'm actually running out of quick attacks. There we go. I lost. There. Whoosh. Running through the grass. Running through the grass. Trying to save my ass. Running through the grass. Like about a level and a half to go, and Sparkles will be free and flying.
No. Thanks, Mom. Don't hassle the Hoff.
Chibi declares the next grass type needs to be Korok.
You got me.
Alright. How are we looking? 16, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, and 18, 7. Not bad. Should be alright for this last fight out of the forest. At least I think this is the last fight. Hey, wait up! What's with the hurry? Why the rush? Are you gonna smell me later?
Yeah. What?
Sun's out. Oh, Weedle. Level 9, Weedle. Sprout, you're lagging behind a bit. Get out there. Get out there and do some damage!
if this were later in the game, that'd be a pretty bad move. Actually, not really, because it's poison grass, so you kind of mix the affinities.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a single grass type in this game.
Unless they include one of the later... Unless there's a couple of the Gen 3s that might? Maybe Bellsprout. And then when it evolves, maybe it adds poison. Because I know it adds it for Gloom and Vileplume. Outside that, I don't know though.
Yeah. There's at least a notably small number of them.
Because even in Gen 2, when they added... Hoppip, Jumpluff, and Skiploom, they're grass flying, technically. Boom! Come on, Leech Seed for the kill! Yep. Bloop. Sparkles! And Sprout! Sprout now to level 8. Didn't learn Vine Whip, so that's 9 or 10 probably.
Yeah, it's not terribly far off. It's definitely before evolution, I want to say.
Leaving Viridian Forest. Skinny trees can be cut by a special Pokemon move. Any Pokemon only lives in forests and caves, and especially if you're in a cave, it's Zubats! When a Pokemon is evolving, you can cancel it. And I think I can safely head into the city from here? Yeah. Get a nice little heal. Jigglypuff! Man, if I get a Jigglypuff to pop out at me in Mount Moon, that'd be great.
I highly doubt it will be your first find.
Sadly, yes, but it would be...
Especially because I don't think that she shows up on the first floor.
Alright, just because I haven't actually ever done it. Save in the game.
Which is more or less just a token gesture.
Didn't expect a giant pop-up to tell me where my save file went, thanks.
Oh yeah, if you come back from a break in this game, it will actually show you the last 5 things that you did previously, previously on.
Journal, yeah. I've seen that when Rebecca was playing it once. Alright, how are we shaping up here? Level
Not
8,
terrible.
8. Yep, 8 around the board. Think I should try and round up a little bit more before I walk in the door, or...?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you were saying earlier that you thought he was up to 12 for probably the Onyx.
Yeah, I want to say he's somewhere between 8 and 12. I just don't remember. Which part do you think's a neat idea? Granted, he will have his gym underlings. He has like 2 of them.
Yeah. They're not fully representative of, what Brock's levels are, but you can at least get a feel. Like if the underlings are 10, then you already know that you need some work.
Should I? Alright. Let's poke our head in and see what we actually are up against here.
I think the first one's a sand shrew that you'll be fighting.
Yo! Champ in the making! Aww.
Aw?
He doesn't start off with the champ in the making like he used to.
Only some games do that.
Okay, no, he just has the one underling. Let's go! Stop right there. You're 10,000 light years from facing Brock.
Yeah.
And with those shorts, you're 10,000 years from getting a date.
Oh, snap.
Oh, level 10 Geodude. Yeah, I think my 12 is
Well,
more
there you
accurate here. Sprout, get your butt out here. We're gonna power level your ass.
We need some bloomin' help over here. Get it?
What up, play a joke. Leaf and Leech Seed 'em. Slurp. Slurper Nurple. And now for the... Oh my god. Night, Mama.
Goodbye. Just saw the HP chunk.
Saw the tiny little dink of the tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Dink. Critical hit.
Leech Seed, man. Leech Seed.
Whoa! Ooh. Ah. It's still good. It's still good.
Oh, yep, there's the crit.
Crap. Curious. Defense 13, 11, 13, 16. Okay, so if I have to change, Squeakers is going to be the best bet.
Oh no.
Probably use a potion if I take another hit though, because I really don't want to change him out. Ooh, you! Oh, wait, nope, we're changing. We are... Nope, we're... Potion. Potion good.
Yeah, Sprout's not having the best time at the moment.
We'll persevere! Oops, wrong button. Wait. You just curl all you want, mister.
Okay.
Sit there and curl up like a gerbil. I'm picturing Geodude with a gerbil tail.
Wouldn't be very long.
Gerbil dude! Alright, he's gone! Sparkles grew to level 9! Sprout grew to level 9! Sprout didn't learn a damn thing! Level 11 Sandshrew. Please don't know Slash. Sand attack, that's okay. Time to do the live dangerously. Sparkles, get out there! I need you to tap him for XP!
There's a Sandshrew I remember.
As opposed to? Sandshrew you forgot?
Mm-hmm. Way too early for Slash, GB.
There. Take Sparkles out, get Sprout back in there. Make with the tackly tackle. Go, let's go! By the way, do you think this visual setup works pretty well?
Mm-hmm.
It's the kind of thing design I figured would work well for doing odd resolution games. A 4x3 game would take out pretty much everything but the little left side there, or the little far right side, like I've got now. But
believe it or not, it's pretty standard for Nuzlocke to be set up with this kind of screen layout.
That's why I did it. Couldn't think of anything decent to put at the bottom for right now, so I just did that. One more tackle! Clink! I chipped a tooth! Need to stop tackling with my head! Oh, Sprout, you're so close! Light years isn't time, it's distance!
I learned something today. Thank you, Pokemon.
Da 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 da. Well, I actually don't have anyone that's taken damage, so let's wander. Can't think I can wander. Can I wander to the other side of town before I do the gym fight?
Yeah, you just can't exit town.
Yeah, but is there any grass? Nope, I can't leave.
In town? No.
Rocks is looking for new challengers. Follow me. Do 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 do. I was just in there. Thank you, sir. Sir. Sir, you can take the string off my neck. Sir. I'm not your puppy!
Oh, jeez.
Okay, he showed off. Yep, he's still standing there. So, nope, I can't go out of town, so if I'm going to do any leveling, I have to do it in the forest. Oh, wait, no, here's one, right here on Route 2. A little bit to the south.
You've already got it.
Yeah, no, I've already used that, but I'm just saying I can use it to level.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. This is true.
going to take a while when the wilds are level 2, though.
You can always go back into the forest.
Guess that'd be a little bit better. Oh, level 5. A little better. Not a sand attack! Oh. Sprout's tackle's gonna leave you Bulbasaur.
Wow. You were channeling James.
That was the point.
Ironically.
Ow, ow. This is hurting way too much.
Well, you're fighting a bird. It's only doing 5.
Yeah, 5's all I got.
Left.
Ow. Ding. Earned Vine Whip. Alright, Sprout, hit the showers. You're done for now. Well, I mean, if the pre-fight had a 10 and 11, it would make sense that the 10 and the 12 is probably what I'm remembering, right?
Mm-hmm. Can't disagree there.
Can't imagine it's too much past that. So if I can get everyone to 10-ish, maybe a little bit over, should be in a good spot.
I think so too.
Especially now that I have the weapon to just blow them apart and then go, but keep going.
I want to say in the original, like his Onyx was like 14, 15, but I think they toned that down for this. Because that was a bit much back in the day.
I don't know. I just remember if you'd gotten Vine Whip or Bubble, you were just set. I don't know how true that remains, but I would say fairly likely. Let's go heal up. Trying to play it safe. Safe-ish. Considering some of my already done decisions.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Gandhi. You never got your chance to shine.
It's a Mankey, it never would've. I can't. I've tried, and every time I've tried to use one, it just sucks. Since when are you sad to see Gandhi die? I doubt that is true sadness there, Chibi.
Because in this case, he named him. Feels a little responsible, maybe.
Go Sparkles! He's not far off from 9. Was Gandhi secretly the name of your first pet? Do-do-do-do-ba-do. Ba-derp-ba-derp-ba-derp. I don't know. I could see it. I could see like you getting this like derpy little goldfish that doesn't do anything and just naming it Gandhi because it's a pacifist and just swims there.
So a Magikarp.
Mm-hmm. You have to admit, it would make a lot of sense.
I suppose.
Go Squeakers, give it rabies! One shot. Sparkles grew to level 10.
Yay!
Da-da-da-da. Ooh. Ah. Yee.
Gray spectacle.
Confusion.
Mm-hmm. That's the ticket.
Mm-hmm. Mm. I just gotta pump up the
Jam.
the rat and the bird. Pump up the jam, bring it up. I don't even know the whole song. I just know a lot of that because of a couple of remixes that used it. Yeah. There. But I'm thinking if we can get these two leveled up, we go make a push for Brock. Then that'd be a good stoppy spot.
When does Eradicate what?
I'm assuming he means evolve, but
When does Keekers evolve? 20.
a ways off. By little I mean quite a lot.
Don't get Ivysaur into like 16.
Mm-hmm. Original starters are like 16 and 32.
Well, that's not true because the starters evolve at different points.
Well, some of the later generations do, but
No,
I'm pretty sure.
this gen.
Is it? I could have sworn all three of them were 16 and 32 in this.
Nope.
Hmm.
Bulbasaur evolves at 16. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Yep, I am apparently wrong. Yep, 16 and...
Might be 36.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was thinking, because Venusaur is 32, but Charizard's 36, and so was Blastoise. I was a tier off.
Squeakers is up to 9. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go heal and step into the forest for a bit. With a little luck, I can get some average higher levels there to soak up.
The build up to Brock is kind of slow because you don't have a lot of options yet, for sure.
But this was always kind of one of the slower bits, especially if you were trying to be careful. If you were doing this with Charmander, you're basically having to do what I'm doing right now anyway.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's any more trainers in here. I think there might be one or two I avoided.
You won't miss any, but you can dodge a couple. So, like, you won't miss seeing them.
That's not the case because I talked to everybody.
Yeah, the way the map is set up.
Son of a bitch!
Any of them. Find a Pikachu. Pika!
No, it's before they start adding his voice acting to every game.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so...
And he leaves me paralyzed on his way out. Screw you!
Even did it, yeah, as
His
after
ability.
he was gone.
Yep. It was his final screw you.
What a troll.
Uh-oh.
Hmm?
Being paralyzed. It's not a major deal, except for the when it takes the off chance to actually keep me from moving. But the speed thing is not an issue right now. Quick it out! This is definitely working a little smoother for the XP. Although, before I forget,
What are we doing?
Correctly updating the list. Looks a little better. Alright, back in.
Back to action.
Kind of wonder what odd show Twitch will decide to do super stream marathon later. I know that they've added Cosmos as a permanent channel like Bob Ross when they did that.
Ooh.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Nope.
Yeah, they aired it for a day or two on Presents just to show off that it was there, but then it's been moved to just Twitch/Cosmos, and it's from what I understand, it's staying forever.
Might have to check that out.
Just like they did for all the Bob Ross shows. Squeakers, don't be paralyzed. So close you will not fall to a caterpie. One more, maybe 2 fights. Squeakers should be done. Foolish Weedle, I am paralyzed. You cannot poison me. Oh, just a hair short. Alright, Squeakers, easy pickings. Should you go find the Cosmos stream?
Me? No.
No. I just heard you typing a bit, and then I thought I heard other talking.
I haven't touched my keyboard.
Maybe I'm just being paranoid crazy.
Maybe.
Yay, Squeakers 10. Crackers next. Now, what stage is it Pidgeotto? 10 or 12? I think Pidgeotto is like 10 or 12, if I remember right. Because I know it's
a good question.
I know
I
it's
say 16.
Because I know it's not super early, but I know it's not one of the later ones because Pidgeot's like it is like low 30s. Say
We're both wrong. It's freaking 18.
Really? What is it for Pidgeot?
36.
Huh. I mean, I didn't get very far. I got very far. You have not yet contemplated the farness I've gotten.
I mean, the run up to the first gym does take a long time, so it's not like it's unexpected.
Ding 9. Crackers learned Gust.
aside from our first death in the family, it was a pretty good run.
There might be some more of those pretty soon, though. As soon as Crackers hits 10, I'm gonna go see how bad this goes.
Oh boy.
What do you mean, oh boy? Do you want to look and tell me if that's a horrible idea? Or do you want to just see what happens?
I just personally feel that that's a horrible idea.
Well, see, the problem is, the safe strategy for this is to be grinding a lot. I am not a person that grinds well. So I have to find a good balance.
Yeah, and it's also for entertainment value, and I totally can appreciate that, but... Ugh, I don't know.
I got Vine Whip. Everything's good. Hey, we've got a couple people here. We can take opinions. Charge the gym at level 10 and pray to Arceus everything goes good, or grind up a little higher. Oh, there's 10. I'm gonna go heal. Looking for opinions.
Okay, I've looked up the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, no one gave opinions outside Trex looking up numbers. Da-dun. Da-dun. Alright. So... Chibi says go to 12 then run. Bryn says get yourself murdered.
Of course she does.
Alright, the fact that I don't have to switch everyone will speed it up, so I'll go to 12. I'll get everybody to 12 and then I will storm the beaches.
I think it'll work.
Well, remember, my plan for that is just go in with Bulbasaur to lead the charge and just go for the kill.
I don't know.
Plus, I have a couple of stronger moves now, so I can clear out a lot of the rabble in the forest in one shot. That'll speed it up too. Mooney Lynch says, "No, don't die." But yeah, I'll get to 12 and I'll see how that goes. Go charging in.
that.
Hmm? Almost just like that. Obviously, the answer is I level everyone to 99 before leaving Pallet Town.
And then just work on level 100 for the rest of the game.
There is no level 100.
Yeah, there is.
I thought the originals stopped at 99.
Nope.
I don't know. All I know is using the I remember using the missing no glitch could get you the question mark number, and if you leveled it up, you could go to 255, at which point the game would then freak out if you attempted to go past that and take you back to level 1.
Yep.
That was fun. It was ridiculous, but it was fun.
I did that so many times, sometimes by mistake.
I had level 255 Charizard that I always kept in the I always kept in storage just to be like, yeah, you're just glad, you should be glad I'm not using my real Pokemon. Because the people that didn't know about that would just be like, what the? That's the kind of stuff that made the 90s great.
Before information was spread across the interwebs.
Oh, Chibi! Well, Chibi, Rin, I already told, Trex already knows. They just did a patch for Breath of the Wild that lets you change the voice language. I really shouldn't have left Quackers in here. It's level 3, what's it gonna do?
Kill you. Slowly but surely.
And you can actually change the vocal language to English, Japanese, French, German, Italian. I'm kind of curious what German Ganondorf sounds like, I have to be honest. So yeah, that's something that they've added. It does take a like 800 plus megabyte patch. They make it optional. The game does a little update that's like really small. I want to say it was probably like 10, 20 megabytes to add the programming and functionality for it. And then you have to go into the eShop and actually download the voice packs for if you want it or not. But you don't get to pick and choose. You either get whatever's on your disc, or you get all of it at once. I'm almost afraid to vocally comment on this, but to be fair, if Ganondorf had a little Hitler mustache, it would be bright red and would actually be kind of badass. Dude, give it to like the Hyrule Warriors Ganon. It was already like plus 10 more badass than most of the other Ganon designs. Now he just has a little soul patch. Oh man, what was it? I think it was Family Guy. They did the like, what is the series like around the world, and they like would do a like 5-minute version in like a couple different languages. Where they would just like completely retool the show.
Oh, they showed examples by using Family Guy?
Yeah, it was like Family Guy. It's like, this is Family Guy in Japan, and you know they're all speaking Japanese, and it's all Cleveland Show. Yeah, no, it was the spin-off Cleveland Show. where they did like, you know, when it aired in Japan, they'd always be speaking Japanese and talking about honor, and would all be wearing kimono. And I mean, it's like the entire thing was, we're going to make it as completely stereotypical for each region as you'd think, but it was kind of amazing. I'm one of the few people that actually liked that show. I will openly admit it. It was a weird spin-off, and their in-jokes amongst themselves were who the heck is our audience actually was spot on, because their audience, they never really knew who their audience was.
Because they barely had one.
That was part of it. But the thing was, the show was done with, you know, black characters as their focus, but it's, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Yes, the Japanese thing when he makes a robot version of himself so he could work, that would go stay in his family. The robot would go stay with his family so he could stay at work and continue doing job to bring family honor and money. And the robot like becomes a better dad than he ever could, and ends up in a full-on like mecha battle over his son. It was amazing. It was complete nuts, but it was amazing. Oh yeah, Quackers is 12. I should probably switch Pokemon. Talking while grinding actually helped a lot. Sweet Peachy.
Problem is, Quackers isn't really going to be super useful until mid-late game, given the gym layout.
True, but I do most of the time agree American Dad's the best of his stuff. It still tries to go a bit far once in a while, but the two-parter where they defect to Saudi Arabia was pretty amazing. Yep. Main character becomes Stan of Arabia.
Okay.
The whole thing is he ends up in Saudi Arabia to basically because he pissed off his boss, and they basically move him there for a while to give him one of what's considered one of the crappier positions. But he ends up really liking it because the entire time he's been fighting with his wife and daughter, and they end up on this whole tangent about, well, in Saudi Arabia, women have no rights, so they have to do what you tell them, or you can legally murder them. And it's like that and a bunch of other stuff, and he's like, "This is the best country on earth!"
Wow.
It's a weird show.
I mean, I've seen it.
It goes off on odd tangents, but it definitely does. It does most of them well. Once in a while, it does something really just too far over the edge, but it tends to stay tighter, well, more put together than Family Guy does these days. Family Guy fell apart after the renewal, in my mind. It just did. It still has its moments, but it's few and far between. I know, and are they still doing... I don't know if they're doing new episodes for Bob's Burgers right now. No active TV. But I would say of a lot of the... Yeah, I was gonna say Bob's Burgers is probably better than all of them, just because it actually sticks more to the sitcom style then hey, we're animated, so we can get away with doing more gross crap than you would expect. Yeah, the Family Guy episode where Brian and Stewie time travel back to the first episode of the series was probably one of the best ones they did, simply because all the crap they got to bring up as a result.
Oh, jeez. I can only imagine.
Oh, it ends up full on, like, there's 30, 40 versions of them all there by the end, trying to correct all everyone else's mistakes.
Sounds right.
Like, one of the first times they do it, everything mostly goes normally, but then like one of them leaves a hint that ends up preventing 9/11. I don't remember what, like, the big was like, you idiot moment was, but it changed something horribly. That's all I remember. And then, like, one of the next times where they went and undid that, Brian left himself a Cliff Notes version of the scripts for Harry Potter. And so then that becomes the whole thing. That they have to go back and it just continues with he became the hero. Originally he becomes the hero that stops 9/11.
I see.
It was a good episode just because they got to play with a lot of quirky ideas and just run with it for 30, 40 seconds at a time before they'd go, "You idiot, back in the time machine." I think there's like one short piece where, like, they come back from the past and everyone's an Indian now. And so they have to go, they just, like, immediately just turn around. It was a thing. It was fun, but it was a thing.
No Indians. They didn't want to be Indians.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember if it was the Time Machine or the Multiverse episode where they ended up with everything looking like Disney for a while. And they end up on this whole... Yes, that was it, because Stewie goes in and gives the Native Americans guns in the past. So that they would be fighting even with the English. Okay, Disney was the Multiverse episode? Yeah. Yeah, they end up in a different multiverse, and they're trying to get back, and they end up ending up in one that's animated and run like Disney, and they do full musical number in the middle of that piece and everything, just because they can. It's Disney. I don't know how they undid that. I do remember, I've seen the episode where they killed Brian, and they were very adamant that it was going to stay that way, and I think it lasted a season and a half or so, and then they did something to undo it, even though they made it an actual plot point when it happened that they couldn't bring him back due to time travel. But I did know that they had brought him back recently. I say recently, it's probably been a couple years now. Sprout, why are you paralyzed? It's a Metapod. I know the Pikachu did it. Don't care. Kick his ass. Bloop, bloop. So after doing the entire point of that first episode where he died was he couldn't rebuild the time machine, they end up just going, he rebuilds the time machine? that's what they did to get around it? Okay. Because the whole point was that Stewie had destroyed the time machine right before Brian dies. And he couldn't get some of the parts anymore to rebuild it because they just weren't available. Well, what they're saying in chat is that literally he gets another version of Stewie ends up time traveling to the point where Brian is already dead, and then current timeline Stewie takes the previous one's pad in order to fix it.
Makes sense.
It does, but it's one of those. It's one of those. All right, we're approaching wave your hand comic book level of alien robot.
We have reached full wibbly.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, it's a robotic alien clone from another universe.
But it's also your brother. Dun!
No, that's only if you're going for the soap opera edition.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at that point, why not? Oh god, they tried to replace Brian with another dog character?
Yes. And he was basically Brian, but without the conscience.
Oh no. I guess I only really watched early Family Guy.
Like I said, first 3 seasons were before the original cancellation was their best.
Mm-hmm.
After that, they still have their moments, but a lot of it's just how raunchy can we get before they kick us off the air again, more often than not. The early episode with the apocalypse because of Y2K and going to the Twinkie factory because it's the last source of food. You know, it's like, we know full well none of that would work, but boy, that was a good episode just because it was so ridiculous.
And just telling me that the dog was from New Jersey is enough for me to hate him.
Yeah, there was an entire episode that they made simply because of what happened with the nipple slip during the Super Bowl halftime show. They did an entire episode of how badly can we piss off the FCC.
How'd that work for them?
They're still there. Uh-oh, I'm out of tackles.
I guess so.
It's not very effective. Took 3/4 of your H-bar.
Oh yeah, I saw the FCC censoring real life thing. I remember watching that one.
Hey, night, Jabber.
TV.
Bing. Sprout 12. I think that is everyone but Sparkles? Nope. Sparkles and Squeakers, both. Still need to go.
To be fair, neither of them are going to be useful in the fight anyway.
I don't know. Confusion can cause a lot of havoc early game. It won't get stabbed, but it'll still be Pretty handy.
Well, you're not wrong, but
I mean,
just the fact that they'll
yeah,
take extra damage.
if I put him out there, it's pretty much a Hail Mary move in the first place. I agree to that.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
You say that, but that's my third one. Out of about an hour plus in this forest.
I've spent so many hours grinding in Viridian Forest, and I think for my entire first playthrough, I didn't know you could get a Pikachu in that forest.
Well, in original Red and Blue, they were stupid rare. They're like 1% rare.
They are the 1%.
Mm-hmm. Just picture him in a nice big overcoat and a money clip.
Mm-hmm. A critical hit.
I don't want to picture Pikachu with Trump's hair, thank you. You wouldn't be able, hardly be able to tell because it's the same color.
No, Pikachu doesn't have a spray tan.
Depends on the version. I mean, there was the... I don't remember which game it was, but there was one where it was like a really orange Pikachu. I remember it pretty clear. It was one of the side games. I think it was like in Stadium if you had two Pikachus. The second one would be like super dark orange.
I think they do that in Smash Brothers as well.
Maybe.
Where they switched over to hats.
Yeah. Oops! Sparkles harden! I don't know, squeakers could be pretty useful at 12. Quackers might be a problem. He's kind of like Sparkles. If he gets out there, it's more of a, for the love of God, just kill it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd still rather have that chance if it goes that belly up to have the chance to do something. Instead of just accepting I'm going to take it and lose.
Mm-hmm. I think that you'll have a decent shot with Sprout, but if you lose Sprout, you're in kind of a bad position, especially considering the levels.
So you think the levels are going to still be a problem?
Well, it's the typing and the levels and all of that kind of working against you this early on, because a lot of the Pokemon that you can catch early on aren't very good versus Brock. I mean, I know that you've got the skill to deal with it, but I don't know if you necessarily have the resources.
Yeah, you say that, but I still often forget what the hell's considered a fairy type these days in the newer generations.
Yeah, the fairy type is interesting. Definitely.
Just it got retroactively added to so many that I just have so much in my internal database of this is X. Like I keep forgetting Meryl's considered fairy.
Yeah. That's actually one of the ones that I remember easier.
It's really like, is it cute? Yes. Is it not? Is it a final or near final evolution? Then it's probably still a fairy.
Mm-hmm.
Sparkles is 11, but I need some general healing, so I'm going to make a quick trip to the stop. Up to the center. Top everybody off. Doo-doo. The only super bad spot with a Nuzlocke is when you lose people and you don't have anything remotely the same level and you've just got to go grind it up so that it's comparable again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, that's almost as bad as just saying, screw it, game's over. Game over, man. Game over.
It's not over until you black out.
Yeah, I think it was blackout in the first games, and I think it changed to whiteout from like Gen probably 3 or 4.
Because it's so much less scary to white out, whatever that means.
I think it was the blacking out implies you ended up like taking a hit. And the whiteout can be from other issues? I don't know.
I have this GIF from someplace where it was a scene from, I want to say, Pokemon Origins, where like Charizard just flies backwards and smacks Red super hard, and it's just like, this is how you white out in Pokemon. Because he was thrown backwards by an attack and just hit his trainer. White is the new black.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I don't really know. I'm just being agreeable to your viewers. I'm not fashion-minded, so I couldn't say for sure. But I'm going to assume it was a fashion-based joke.
No, the Netflix show is Orange is the New Black. Hi.
Yay, sparkles.
Sparkles.
Mm-hmm.
Sparkles with purples, which is the best color to sparkles with. Yeah, coming from the lady who was watching the R-rated horror movies at like 6 years old, I don't think you're in a good spot to tell the kid no. But on the other hand,
She's in the best spot.
Yeah, but then again, you're at that weird spot where it's like, then again, if I don't say something, I'm being a bad person at this point. Anyway. Well, my throat is getting a little bit sore from the talking, and I still got a little bit of living to do before the main event. So I think I'm going to pause for just a few minutes, take a quick bathroom break and a fresh drink, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Alright. Now the question is, can I be heard? I can be heard. Hooray. Looking at this GIF wall, I like the bottom left one. That's pretty amazing. Brings a whole new definition to crash and burn. So what do you think about this Nuzlocke so far? Does, have a good chance of getting to the first gym unscathed? Or are we expecting at least one death? Give me some thoughts. That's good. I think that he will be able to make it myself, but I'm also trying to preach caution. I've been doing a Nuzlocke myself very, very slowly, blind of Pokemon Moon, so I've got a little bit of perspective as a first-timer for Nuzlocking myself. I'm not streaming mine or anything, it's just a personal run, so don't bother looking. I don't intend on streaming anything, but I don't mind being a co-com now and again. Shame you lost Gandhi so early on, though, because if he isn't used to using Mankey as a proper Pokemon in his party, it would have been interesting to see how he managed it. Right now, I think he's got a pretty safe party in terms of familiarity, and one of the points of Nuzlocke is to kind of go outside your comfort zone and get stuck with some weird Pokemon choices that you didn't necessarily train before. like the mythical Nuptup from Pro Jared's Nuzlocke. I mean, he never really raised an oddish before, and it turned out to be a mainstay of his party that he never expected. Welcome back, question mark?
Yep, back. Back with fresh drink, back with empty bladder. Definitely in a better spot to knock the rest of this out.
Excellent.
Had a second to rest my hand so it's not going tap A, tap A, tap A, tap A, tap A.
Really need to map that to a controller.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't know why it wouldn't let me do it earlier. Probably poke around with that tomorrow. But I'll work on that. I'll work on that at some point here soon, see if I can knock it. If nothing else, I can boot Joy to Key and force it through that. It's not my favorite option, but if I have to, it gets the job done.
While you were gone, I asked the peeps in chat how they felt that you were doing / your chances against the first gym, and it seems pretty positive overall.
Yep. I see that. People want me to live!
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if it goes horribly, horribly south. Don't know if I'll just try again, or... Oh no.
Could switch to a different game in the same gen. Because, I mean, Gen 3 is one of the wider gens to work with, at least.
Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green. I think that's it, though.
Those are the portable ones, yeah, but you've also got Pokemon Coliseum, you've got XD Gale of Darkness.
Don't have XD.
Neither do I. Never played it.
I think I have Coliseum? I don't know. Go double check my backloggery if you've got it handy. Because
I can bring it up.
I've got my entire GameCube list on there, and technically I could make that work because I could grab the Wii out of the bedroom and hook it up through the component cables.
Bringing up your backloggery now.
It's like I'm pretty sure I've got one of them. I just don't remember.
Yeah, you've got Coliseum.
Okay.
Not that that's a good one to Nuzlocke.
Yeah.
That would be an awful one to Nuzlocke.
I've got XD is one of the ones that like I didn't care.
Same.
And then like, well, it just early on it just didn't look like it was anything other than a slightly tweaked stadium. And then by the time I'd heard enough about it of people going, no, it was actually really good, and it was a full story and all this other stuff, and I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. Oh, they still want $40-50 for it. Crap! Don't know if it's gotten better or worse in the last couple of years, but I hadn't bothered to look for a while. Okay, sweetie, 1, it's borrowing because it'd still be using my memory cards and everything. And 2, when was the last time you turned your Wii on? Why didn't I change Pokemon? I still have Sparkles out front, and he's not benefiting anymore. He's level 12. And we gave away mine, so that's not an option. Damn it!
Hmm. What, damn it?
Read chat.
Just now from spite.
Yep.
Well, I guess it's a working argument.
Oh, did you get that last bit of laundry, or is that still going to need to be messed with later?
Quality content here, folks.
Yeah. Formative content. Do. But yeah, I'll mess around with Joy to Key, or I think I know what the problem is. May have been. I think it's that I didn't have the controller on when I set it all up. I tried turning it on after, and it didn't detect it. But like I said, worst case, I could set up Joy to Key with it. Ooh, Squeakers is poisoned. Gonna have to fix that. Yes, but what's even better than clean clothes? No pants!
Agreed.
And I didn't bother to clean the poison off. Crap!
Womp.
Squeakers, kill it quick. Ah! Bad Squeakers! You had one job, Squeakers. One job. Kill the Batman. Okay. Antidote.
Anytime is no pants time.
Boop. And just cause, let's give you a potion. Going for a bit. Boop. Are the final non-12 holdout. Just watch, we get through the gym, everyone dies except Skeekers, and Mama Bear's Rattata becomes the Pokemon that carries the game for us. I wouldn't want it, but it would still be kind of hilarious. Because that really kind of becomes you only have two options at that point. You either spend a lot of time rebuilding, or you say screw it and just power level one thing stupid high and charge.
Yeah, the good old original strategy for me was just power level my Bulbasaur and call it good.
If you can get it to, I want to say you can almost hit 70 by the time you finish the Elite Four if you just focus on one single Pokemon at a time and don't have any or other stuff.
Can't say I've tried.
I want to say I did that once and I got real close to 70. At least in the original. I will say overall I have enjoyed having some of the extra interaction and stuff. Definitely enjoyed having you on here to have somebody to talk to and at. Hopefully, hopefully you haven't been too bored out of your skull.
I've been entertaining myself, yes.
Making a parlor.
Nah, I'm playing Civ 5. Dual screens!
Dual 2-screen plus master race. I mean, my second one's my TV, but work gets the job done. It's really going to probably be on one of our short list of things that need to be replaced sooner rather than later is Rin's second screen that went out.
Oh yeah.
It's been annoying her. She's made do, but it's definitely been annoyance. See?
Yeah.
It was one of those, she just hit the point of getting used to having it day to day, and then
it was taken away in the prime of its life.
At one point I offered to get a second. Yeah, it lasted frickin' forever for a flat screen, you have to admit.
Flat screen, not flat panel?
Flat panel? I don't know. I want to say
flat screen is still a CRT, but it just doesn't have the curved screen.
I think it was technically an LCD. I don't remember. But if it, I know it wasn't LED, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't CRT, so I think it was LCD. And really, the only thing is the backlight on it is what's going out. Because it just flickers like crazy and then just stays dark.
Yeah. Still not good. Killer eyes.
Yeah, she says LCD 720p monitor. That was the other big reason why we were looking at tweaking it. Then we'd have she'd have two 1080p screens. Yeah. At one point I offered to get her one of the cables like mine that I run to my TV, so that she could have that as a second screen. She's like, yes, but then I can't use the TV for TV things and have 3 screens, essentially. And I know she loves to multitask, but no. Because you know I won't buy a TV until we can get an Ultra HD with HDR, and those are still way too much. Yeah, no, it's not a bad idea overall, but unless you have the 3 or 4K to get a TV that would actually be worth the upgrade, there's no point. Far simpler solution is spend the $100-ish plus dollars, 100, I think it was like 120, 130, to get another copy of the monitor you got when we built the PCs last year. You're not asking your boss for TV money, check. I'd be more okay with you asking for extra money for a dog.
The whole butt honey thing doesn't work as well in text.
Mm-hmm. First world nerd problems.
I doubt that being a feasible solution.
Mostly because we need to sit down and get your audio into a good position before we can really do that. Right now, your mic either is really quiet or super loud. It doesn't have a good middle ground. But if you want, we can spend some time working on that. Find something we can play together.
That won't just turn into a string of swearing.
Obviously, the answer is we put Champions of North on the PS2 in here.
No mana?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're partway into that one though. Not much, but... Yep, level 12. The problem with N Chibi is we'd have to figure out a spot where one mic is going to pick us all up without one of us being super loud. That would be tricky.
Because GB's loud.
Or we'd
Not
have
bad
to have,
loud, but loud.
or we'd have to have everyone in different rooms or figure out the solution. It's not impossible, but it would definitely take some sorting. Alright! Here comes the moment of truth. Yeah, but as you discovered, especially during the trip, having Chibi Squeaks in person is quite amusing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we'll fully work it out, but we can work on it next time. Next time he's here. See if we can find a good spot that works. Alright, here comes the moment of truth. Sprout to the front!
Good luck. Let's do this.
Obligatory save before battle.
But it doesn't work like that.
Makes me feel better?
The save is useless. The save is merely a restore point from going away for a long period of time. Ow.
Brock would like to battle.
But he's not going to.
I actually really liked how they actually pseudo explained it in Origins, where like Brock goes, "Is this your first trainer mat or first gym battle?" And then he just goes in, and he has like a whole thing of Pokemon there, but he just grabs 2 because it is his first. It basically indicating its scales based on.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that was actually pretty cool.
Yep.
Oh, Geodude, one shot.
Nice.
14. Doesn't seem too bad. Leech Seed.
Yeah, I was just worried about the 14.
Bind. Leech Seed! Don't worry, your ears will grow back later.
Not really.
Hurt by Bind. Do. And go for Smack. Well, I don't think you have to worry.
But I always worry. It's in my DNA.
Just wait a second here.
You just one-shot him. Ghost Road. Got almost 2 levels off of that. He took me for granite. No, he loses. Official Pokemon League Boulder Badge. Da-da-da! You beat me.
Wait, take this with you. It's my pride.
Oh. Wow.
He was only good for 1 use. 3039 contains Rock Tomb. That's not Bide.
Yeah, but bite is bad, so they gave you something useful.
Eh. No, Brock did not give me Flash. He just gave me something that enables you to Flash. Ladies. Alright.
Phrasing.
Hmm?
Said, wait, phrasing.
Righty. Well, I think with that, a successful victory. And after 1 small bump, a fairly good start.
I can just picture Gandhi in a shallow grave. He's literally 1 small bump.
Mhm. Quacker's back out front. But I think it is now almost 1:30 in the morning. I think it is a good time, isn't it, to get to wrap up for the evening? Oh. I think I will call it there tonight. I haven't decided if I'll come back to this tomorrow night or if I'll do some Breath of the Wild or what yet. I do want to try and start bringing more variety in it, but damn it, I do want to get more Breath of the Wild under my belt, so we'll see. I'll do a little thinking on it, and we'll see. Either way, I'll be live again tomorrow evening. Good night, everybody.
Night.